I'm working on a few things, and I decided to show off what I've been kind of practicing with in the moment. So, like, I was literally working on this all morning. Well, I had this out for a couple days, but I've been working on some improvements all morning. Can you see my? Yeah, you can. My improvements for this all morning, and I decided to record a little bit of my progress here. So, I wanted to get back into making manga, comics, graphics, whatever you want to call it, and I don't know. For some reason, I can make thumbnails. I can make like the drafts. I just can't get to the actual making of the comic stuff. So I've been kind of dialing it back instead of like making 30 something drafted pages, which is something I can do. And then, I don't know, just not getting to it. I just had to figure out, what's the part of making this stuff that kind of trips me up. And I think it's the detailed part, or the part where like it looks a little bit more refined. So I kind of did 2 pages instead of one, or 30. 2 pages instead of 30. I could probably just do one, but I decided I got two things here. 2 pages is fine. And then conveying a moment within a story and then improving on it. So I think this here is just a, yeah, it's just a sketch. So, yeah. So we got like the base here, which is, nope, is that the base? No, that's not the base. Maybe it is. That's really detailed. Anyways, so like the base here was just a bunch of thumbnails, kind of just smashed together to make a page, and then you rework it because some of these panels could probably be like their own page or a couple pages or so on and so forth. I probably have like I could probably split this into 4 pages, more than likely, because let's see if I can make it there so I don't mess that up. Like this here could be a whole page, and then maybe have that at the bottom, like a sub panel somewhere. Uh, these three could probably be a thing because this is like an action scene, so you know the less panels, the more dynamic the action would be, or something. Unless you're like throwing out combos stuff, which not really, but this fight is. And then have this be like, hmm. Oh wait, hold on. I think what did I change that one, didn't I? I did. Okay. So yeah, I did change it up a lot when I put some more detail on it. That looks very awkward. There we go. But yeah, this one completely changed up. So instead of it being like a clash on the shield, I think the shield clash happens here, and then there's a second follow up there. Oop. And then she would go off to swing out her shield, knocking him back into a wall, falls down, and aims the sword at his face. And then there's like there's the chat. Then a bit of the chatting. Nope, that's wrong layer. And then this is where like just dialogue heavy stuff would start, and this could probably be its own little next page with a set of panels to it. So like goes for the attack, knocks him back, takes him out a little bit, and the way I'd say the way this is supposed to go for the character at least is powerful but reluctant to kill, even if it's like demonic or inhuman, because that's just not how she goes about doing things. There's always a reason for something. She's very naive with that, and if I can get this story running, there's a whole reason for why she thinks that way. But I wanted to do that. I wanted to like just do something small first, which like 2 draft pages, and then maybe turn it into this probably like 3 or 4 pages, and then after doing like 3 or 4, I don't know, like 3 or 4 revisions, seeing how it comes together. I'm not real good with this. I studied some of this stuff on like other videos. I kind of know a little bit about making this stuff, but like in terms of actually making the finished product, I overthink it a lot. I can never figure out like how to truly finish it out because then there's always these other possibilities about how you could go about something, and that's what really makes me not finish something because it's like, oh well, I could have did this, or I could have did that, or I could have did this or that, or is that over there, or what about this, or that might be better. So if I can like get over that process of thinking, I think I should be able to make some of this go off. And I kind of had a bigger thing in mind where instead of doing like one complete story, I do like a bunch of moments from a bunch of stories I had written out. So kind of like how Shonen Jump kind of has. I don't, do they still do that? I don't know. I saw how Shonen Jump would have like the thick magazine with like five or six titles that would have like that would, they each have their own chapter. Sometimes some of them would have like two chapters because they were like that good. I wish I still had one of those. I don't have those anymore. But basically like that, like basically my own showcase, my own portfolio of like story ideas, I think is what I'm trying to head for. I don't have any plans of finishing it anytime this year, or I'll say anytime soon. But it is something I'm going to start working on. I have other things I'm working on too, as well as streaming and doing all those things. I sit at this computer like every day if I'm not working, and I work on a bunch of stuff, and I don't show what I'm doing. So I need to start doing that because I looked at my YouTube channel, and the last thing I did was play SD Gundam Alliance, which I need to get back on that. I played that over 115 days ago. I looked at that and I was like, oh my god, that's a third of the year. That's the last time I uploaded something? Ugh. I got lazy because I was trying to do too much and not give myself enough time to do it. Especially with like streaming stuff. I'm always wanting to stream and stream and stream. And then I'm like, well, I'll edit this video at this time, doing this and that. And then I don't. I don't know why. I exhaust myself. I should probably stop doing that. But in terms of what I have been up to, I've been up to a lot. And I've been up to so much that I've got nothing done. So I'm going to start getting things done now, or starting things to get them done now. And I'm going to take it a little bit at a time. I think that's the biggest fault I have is that I'll do something and I'll do so much of it that I get exhausted and I just don't want to do it anymore. But if I take it just a bit at a time, I should be good. So like right now, I could say I'm gonna stop here and then pick this back up later in the day or tomorrow, just because I don't want to work too much on it and then exhaust myself. But at the same time, I could just fix this up a little. Like, this is yeah, I could like fix this up a little bit. This would be like the draft, black lining, everything that I want to have in like the final design work. And then there's like little details too, like should she have a face here? I feel like she should. But sometimes when like the face is real far away, there's not really anything you should show. Maybe like some eyes or something. Now her forehead looks big. I want to show this look of like concern. Or this look of like she's not quite angry. It's more just intense, but also thinking. Like I said before, she's her idea is not to just kill something. It's to understand what it's to understand what it is that she's attacking and why she needs to kill it. So like in the world she lives in, you know, demons are bad because they're demons. They hurt people allegedly, and so her job is to kill demons, protect people. However, oftentimes she'll come across things where it's like you know this demon isn't exactly this demon isn't exactly killing people. I mean, being a nuisance, yeah, but people are nuisances too. You know, they're doing the same exact thing people are doing in terms of like criminal activity and mischief, but because they're demons, it's seen as so much worse. But she believes that, well, I mean, you know, equality, justice, blah blah blah. It's just that she's not so hard boiled into like, she's not so hard boiled into kill it because it could kill you. It's like, well, it could, but it isn't. I'm trying to talk and draw at the same time. This was supposed to be like a drawing video. It's supposed to just be like a what I'm doing video, but it turned into a drawing video. So I'm gonna see if I can finish this up real quick. Yeah, essentially, it's gonna be like the premise of the story is this character is like a legendary hero, or yes, legendary hero, descendant of a legendary hero lineage, and it's now her job to like take on the lineage. As now, I don't really know how to draw hands all that well from this angle. So like continue the legacy of the lineage, protect people from the evils of like demonic presence, which she is reluctant to do. She doesn't. She's afraid of demons, and that kind of yeah, that looks all weird. It's like it's supposed to be like or just straight but I'll fix that. Like it's the sword, or maybe it's the hand. And two. There's a better thing there I can learn, and that's too. I gotta learn dynamics. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Something about her giving things a chance to explain themselves rather than just go in swinging just because that's what she's supposed to do. She's gonna be. It's gonna be one of those things where she's gonna be hated for it. People are gonna dislike her, but then she'll also be having some people take second thoughts about how things have been done. I wanted it to be like a not a deep. Well, I mean, a kind of a deep story. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, not like that deep. It's not supposed to be all philosophical, next level stuff. It's just asking myself the question. You know, you come from a lineage of people that are supposed to kill. Well, I mean, it's like I guess it's like How to Train Your Dragon, really. You come from a lineage of people that are supposed to kill these things because that's what you're supposed to do. It's what you've done since the dawn of time. But in all that time, has there ever been a point where someone has stopped to ask the question of why? Or rather, has anyone stopped to figure out how to no longer need to do that? And because she is going to be the. Excuse me, I got something in my throat. Because she's going to be like the first person to like do that, or to even what would I say, to amuse the thought of it. It's going to really shake up how the world works in terms of quote unquote normalcy. I think her hairline's off. It'd be a little bit more, yeah. Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of consequences, both good and bad, because of it. Yeah, so like right here, this is like the I don't want to kill you face, but you are hurting people or you are causing trouble. So like, what is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you need or something so that I'm not forced to do it. But that's 15 minutes. Eesh. But that's a little bit of progress I've been making in terms of drawing. There's other stuff too, but I'm just gonna stick on this for a minute. Um, Nothing fancy, no fancy intro, no fancy outro. It's just gonna be this video upload because I need to start uploading. I need to work on that too. Just slowly start with the progress of uploading videos and then working on making them a little bit more pizzazz and the dazzle again. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one with some progress with either this or whatever else I'm working on.